What?
Can you hear me?
Hey, Bluetooth's on. I still can't hear you. There it goes.
Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Golden State Championship Wrestling, and this is a tag tournament. We're only going to do these 4 matches for this episode, and it is to see which team will become the Golden State Tag Team Champions. So let's get this on the road. All right. Golden State Championship Wrestling. I am Drake Everhart. I am the general manager here in this fine establishment, and we're getting on the road right now. Looks like we're in Toronto, Canada. So making their way to the ring, first entering the ring, Crypto. This guy is as crazy as it comes. He's one tough SOB. He's willing to do everything and anything, and he's teaming up with his brother, which you will see in just a few minutes. But right now, Crypto is making his way to the ring.
Crap. Empire. There it was.
All right, while Crypto's in the ring, pacing back and forth, showing his intimidation, ready for this fight. And his tag team partner. He's known as the Silent Assassin, Gscw. This guy barely ever talks. And I know, like I said before, when I was in the backstage, this guy creased me out. Like, he stared at me like I was his next target, but I keep telling everybody, I'm just the general manager. I don't fight. So leave all that energy wherever you got going on in your mind for your opponents. That's really creepy.
I still like that jacket though. The jacket's awesome.
And for those who may show up or will be tuning in eventually, these two, Gscw and Crypto, are brothers. And they're taking on the team of two sisters. And they're making her way to the ring. Her name is the beautiful, illustrious Anastasia. This is the big sister, and she has a mean streak. She doesn't play around. She fights, and she will not stop until her opponents are hurt or the bell is rung. Either way, this is going to be one incredible fight. Now the little sister, she is the fiery princess, at least that's what she claims to be. She is none other than Serafina. Now these two sisters, they are tough. They are incredible. If there was any bond that was stronger than nails or even diamond itself, these two, Serafina and Anastasia. Crypto and Gscw have their work cut out for them, but make no mistake, Crypto and Gscw are no easy feat either. Like I said, this match is going to be one in the history books. It looks like we're going to start off with Crypto and Anastasia going toe-to-toe. And the action starts with Anastasia taking it to Crypto. And now Anastasia tags in her sister after a few punches and beatdown. Now Serafina will take over where her sister left off. A deep 6 by Serafina to Crypto. Gscw gets it in, but a little slow. Maybe he knew his brother was going to kick out. I don't know, but he shouldn't have waited that long. Now Crypto finally gets some reverse in, but it looks like Serafina's like, nope, I'm taking it back over. But Serafina hesitated, so Crypto was able to get it back real quick. Now Crypto's just trying to go for a pin. Could be a smart move, always trying to get the win as fast as possible. But it might be a little too soon there, Crypto. A nice sit-out power bomb by the monstrous known as Crypto. And it looks like Anastasia was trying to call her sister for a tag because now she knows her sister's in trouble. Nice face bump there by Serafina. And move, I don't know what it was, and a big elbow drop by Crypto. Serafina better hurry up and kick out. Like, that was 2. Now we're going to go to town on punches to the face. Crypto does not care about your face, apparently. Now Serafina's fighting back with a feint DDT. It looks like she was going for a chop, but Crypto said no. And then he put his head down and took his eye off the prize and took a DDT to that. Smart maneuver by Serafina. Now Crypto gets picked up, manhandled by a female, and gets an F5 by Serafina. And now it looks like Crypto's able to get over there and get Gscw in. So now Gscw will take over. And Serafina might be in trouble if she doesn't go get her sister in somehow. But she's still showing that determination and fight in her. And, oh, a straight up knee to the face. And it looks like a nice, beautiful clothesline to Gscw by Serafina. It looks like Serafina was going to go over to her sister. Crypto is just trying to flip everybody off, but he should grab Serafina, and it looks like he just did, because she was getting closer to her sister. But Gscw was too busy flipping off the crowd. I don't know why. Maybe there was a fan out there pissing him off, or maybe he just hates them. I do not know. Never know what this guy's thinking. And if you try to ask his brother, he's just going to deny anything he does. He'll just tell you, Gscw is just Gscw. Nice little spine buster. Can Serafina finally get to her sister? And it looks like Anastasia tried to help her sister with a punch. She may want to do that again. And nice little hurricane move. And Anastasia finally gets tagged in because Gscw decided to go flip off the crowd again. But it was Gscw that took over and power slammed Anastasia. And it looks like Gscw picked up Serafina, but I don't think he was meant to do that. Nice DDT by Gscw to Anastasia. And we go over there. Get thrown to the corner. Are we going to go for a tag? And yes, and it looks like we're going double team. And it looks like they're going for the midnight hour, and it connects. Nice, beautiful teamwork by the brothers. But Anastasia was a little... Oh, a claymore to Anastasia. 1, 2, and she kicks out. Almost a 3 there. And Crypto's going to take her to a corner, but Anastasia is not having any of that. She tosses Crypto to the other side. Deep 6, big man slam to the big monster Crypto. Nice signature to Crypto. Is that going to be a pin? 1, 2, and Serafina gets shocked because Crypto kicks out 2. But she does have a finisher stored. Is she going to use it? And no, she does not. At the moment, she wanted to go for a vertebraker. Then she tags her sister back in. But Crypto is technically in trouble here because now Anastasia got a signature going, and I don't know what she's going to plan on using. Is she going to... She looks like she's going to use this camel clutch on him, but Crypto was able to get out of that real quick before Gscw got in. Now, the sisters both have finishers up and running. Now, if one of those sisters could be able to hit Crypto with that finisher, it would be all over for that team, more than likely. But looks like Gscw was punching Anastasia in the back of the head as soon as her brother decided. And a BFT to Anastasia's dome. And now we're going to punch her in the side of the head and then slam her face to the ground. This is Crypto for you. He just likes the beat down. And it looks like now she or he is going to go for a camel clutch. And that just looked weird. It kind of glitched and it looked weird vibrating together. But that's the game for you. Now Crypto got a finisher. Are you going to get her up or what are you going to do? He tags in his brother, and he looks like he's going to go for a little 3D action. And now Gscw has a signature. He can use it if he feels like it, and I think he may be doing that. And oh, that was a nice little coconut, brother. 1, 2, and Anastasia is able to get the heck out of there. Now all family members have a finisher stored. Which one will be able to hit it and get the victory? And Gscw decided to take too much time and decided he wanna, and it looks like he's going for his finisher. Could that be it? One, but no, Anastasia saved her sister from what could have been a victory, and Gscw goes flying at nobody and then tries it again and then lands on a cannonball on his back. Now Serafina has a chance to get something going here. A nice little super kick. Big elbow drop onto his chest. And now she is calling to him to get up. And it was a reverse. Oh, no, it's not. It looks like he got the hurt business on him. But Crypto was able to save him. He was going crazy with a big whatever it was called. Like I said, these teams are both credible tie. They're both in incredible shape. They both want a victory here. Which one goes home and which one doesn't, we'll find out. And now Serafina is doing the same thing that the other, and he uses finisher. That could be the end of Serafina. 1, 2, and no, Serafina just kicked out barely at the count of 2. That was almost a victory there for Crypto. And now big elbow drop again. Serafina is taking a wild beatdown. She needs maybe a reverse here in some form. Now she's going to go to the rope. And he gets clotheslined over the rope. Crypto throws her. And spine buster. 1, 2, and Serafina was able to get out of there. One, two, and barely is able to kick out of that. That was almost a pin there by a lot of quick pins, a lot of 2s, but no 3s yet. And she just got... Now Gscw's back in the ring. Crypto could have finished it, but he decided to give his brother some more action. It's pretty much going down the haywire. Both teams are hurt, and a spear by Serafina. She finally gets her sister in, and that might have been the smartest move that she was able to do, and a wild clothesline by Anastasia. And it looks like she's going for her finisher, the Hell's Gate. And Gscw was able to get out of that. But it was very humanly possible that a nice armbar, dragon hanging armbar by Anastasia to Gscw. Whatever you can do, now they're going back in the turnbuckle, which I don't know if that's a smart move, but we'll find out. Oh, nice tag team action, and now Serafina and Gscw both roll out at the exact same time, simultaneously. We're at 2. The ref is beginning to count, and a powerbomb to Gscw from the outside. And now Serafina's going to get back in the ring, maybe? No, she decided not to. You better get back in the ring. We're at 7. 8. 9. Can Gscw get up in time? 10. And Serafina and Anastasia win by countout. Well, that sucks, but I guess to the girls, a win is a win no matter what, how they win. They couldn't pin the brothers, so they decided that they wanted a countout to get that victory. So it looks like Serafina and Anastasia advance to the semifinals to find out who will be declared your tag team champions of Golden State Championship Wrestling. All right.
Last match.
It was a pretty good match.
It was.
All right, guys. Our next tag team. The winner of this team will have to go face the two sisters, Anastasia and Serafina. And it's the team of father and son, Bad Boy Scotty Martinez and Keone the Kid, versus brother and sister, James Maller and Lexi Hart. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, the bad man himself, Bad Boy Scotty Martinez. A little backstory. His partner is his son, but 20-something odd years ago, a bad boy impregnated a woman and abandoned them by the child. They left. Because Bad Boy's theory is he left because it would make his son stronger and a more brutal force, and it did. It helped him a lot. What a incredible fighter his son is. But is this team going to be able to coexist? Because Keone may feel some resentment toward his father. Or will they be on the same page? We're here to find out. Oh, and Keone the Kid, his son, was not just abandoned by the father, he was also abandoned by the mother. So there has to be a lot of ill hatred toward his parents. But we'll find out what happens. Will they be able to coexist? We're here to find out.
What's up? No.
And also from Sacramento, California, this is Bad Boy's son, Keone the Kid.
Oh yeah, that was calling and letting you know that for the free pizzas and stuff.
Keone the Kid may have kid in his name, but don't make no mistake. This guy can fight, and he does not like be calling a kid, even though his name says Keone the Kid. This guy thinks he is a man, but we're going to find out if him and his father is going to be able to coexist and take on the brotherly, sisterly love of James Mallard and Lexi Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Dark Rodeo, he is the EWN World Heavyweight Champion, looking to add more gold, this time with his beloved sister, James Mallard, the Dark Horse. For those who don't know, Dark Horse is the current EWN World Champion, like I just said, but he's also tag team partners and stablemates with his opponents tonight in the Unholy Vengeance. There's rumors to say that James Mallard was a huge rodeo star. He used to ride bulls for a living until one day a bull decided to buck him off and decided to puncture his ribs, his lungs, and he was on the brink of death. But there are also rumors the way he survived is because he made a deal with a demon that the demon gets his soul if he can just live out his career as long as he can. The demon granted his wish, I believe, because here he is, standing right here. This guy does not feel pain. You can punch him 1,000,000 times and it won't even affect him. He may look like he's taking a hit, but really it doesn't faze him. His body is numb. It could be for the fact that he is technically dead, or at least in the sense. Or maybe that bull decided to puncture nerves and we don't even know. There could be medical history. We all don't know what the theory is behind James Mallard, but that is the story. All right, James Mallard's tag team partner. This lady is toughest as they can be. If you think she has the backbone of this team, you would be far, far, far from the truth, because she loves her brother. She also thinks her brother is soft, and that's why she came into this career, because she wants to show that, to toughen up her brother, to help him become the true champion that he is. But she also is looking for gold herself. She is the heart of Texas, Lexi Hart. Nobody knows what she has done before prior to wrestling. We don't know if she followed in her brother's footsteps and was a rodeo star. Nobody knows. She has a very private life, and she doesn't talk about it. All right, here we go. And it looks like we're going to start off with Bad Boy and James Mallard in the ring. Two partners, two stablemates, but on different sides of the ring. And it looks like Bad Boy's getting his opportunity at offense first, and he's going for a triangle chokehold on James. That was pretty quick. But I don't think James will be able to tap here because it's too soon for that. But then you never know. Miracles have happened. And it looks like that James Mallard tried to get some offense, but Bad Boy's a little too quick for the horse. Another fun fact, there is a rumor saying that James actually does have a horse, and his name is Mr. Ed. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but that's what people say. If anybody wanted to know. Now Keone the Kid is in because Bad Boy decided to tag his son. He had enough of the beatdown. And now James finally figures a way to do something and power bombs the little guy straight through the canvas. Well, on the canvas. I may exaggerated that, but now he's going for a pin, a 1, a 2, and Kid kicks out at 2. A nice Samoan drop by the Dark Horse to the Kid. Is he going to tag in his sister, or no, he's going to go for some guillotine to this kid's dome. He's going to choke the life out of a child. I don't know if you can call this guy a man, but other than that, Keone is the one that got in the ring, so it's not his fault that the child wants to get hurt. And James goes for a pin, but it wasn't even a 1 count. Now he throws him to his sister's side, and he punches him, and he goes for a tag. Now it's Lexi's turn. Lexi backs up, and he goes for a clothesline, runs back, and forearms the kid upside the dome. Lexi has no plan here. She says this kid wants to fight, then that's what he's going to do. And now she's just standing up on the turnbuckle, taunting, and waits for Bad Boy to get in and then gets speared for it. That could have been a mistake. You do not want to give Bad Boy any time because he is quick on his feet. And he's a former champion himself, but he's also a current champion of HCW, which is Hardcore or Havoc Championship Wrestling or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't work for them, but that's the rumor around it. But he was former EHVW, which is a NXT version for his Elite brand. Well, not his, but Bob Frost's Elite brand. Elite Wrestling Network, run by Bob Frost's wife, Robin Frost, where I co-general manager both of those companies as well. Yes, I'm a very busy man, and maybe I'm greedy, and maybe I just like money. But we're not about here. We're about this tag team tournament, and it looks like Bad Boy is going to town on Lexi hard. A lot of back and forth here, though, but it still looks like Bad Boy and Keone are actually a cohesive unit. But no, Lexi looks like Bad Boy was going to go for a tag, but was able to get out, but Keone punched her and stopped her. And I think that was Scotty's finisher. He calls that the Sacktown STO. And now Lexi's going back to her brother. She crawls into her brother, and now James is now pissed because now he raged. He has a finisher stored, but is he going to be able to grab it? And it looks like he is. This is his finisher. He calls it the Dark Driver. And it's a 1, a 2, and a kick out, or a... And now James Mallard is so pissed at Keone, he decided to go after him. James just says, you know, kid, you can stay the hell out of my business. And now it looks like James is going to go for a turnbuckle move, but reverses. Bad Boy gets James on the rope, and they hangs him to the throat with a beautiful neckbreaker combo. Elbow drop by the bad guy. Well, if you tell Bad Boy that he's a bad guy, he'll just tell you, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy. I am the bad boy, Scotty Martinez. What, you thought I was going to say I'm the guy? No. Bad boy don't claim he's the guy because he knows that he can get beat. He just claims that he's a bad boy. And now James is trying to get to his sister, and it does. I don't know if that was a good thing, and it looks like Lexi gets a finisher stored because she decided to do the raid just like her brother. These guys have two bad tempers, apparently. Now that she's going to town on Keone the Kid, she's going to work on him. A spear to the back, a club to the back, and the kick, and then what we call a final combo or a final act or whatever that move is called, and a double axe handle to the kid's head. And it looks like he was able to get out of that and just in the nick of time. Keone goes to the, and now she's tagging his father, and it looks like they're going for a tag team move. And this is the heart attack. A nice tagging work by the bad guy and his kid. And now he just goes to ask this kid again, like, I really don't want to fight this. And then this kid gets speared. Going for a saving grace. Well, she calls it dark faith. And now James Maller is back in the ring to beat up the kid. And it's a 1, a 2.
I got the doctor one and my one. You have to get yours.
And she hits her finisher. She calls that the heart injection. But Bad Boy was able to get his son just in time. Bad Boy hates to lose sometimes, but she throws Bad Boy and then leaves him there. And goes for a spine buster. They call that the snatch spine buster. Because you snatch him up and then you drop him back down. And it looks like she's going for a rear naked chokehold. Is this going to be it? No, she lets go of the chokehold. Maybe the life is out of him. But it looks like Lexi is going to team up with his brother again. And Keone tried to run at him, but I don't know what he was trying to do, but it did nothing. And that's a 1, a 2, a 3. Bad Boy and Keone lost. I don't know. Bad Boy may be mad at that because his son took the pin. James and Lexi is your winner. They advance, and they will be taking on the sisters, Anastasia and Serafina. What a great match this was. So we have our semifinals so far of Anastasia, Serafina, James Maller, and Lexi Hart. Now we go to the next match. This is also a family type of match, and we'll get to it. Well, I think all these guys are pretty much family, but we'll see what happens. So we are on our third tag team quarterfinals, or qualifiers, or whatever you want to call it. And this is the team of two brothers, Jimmy and Johnny Blade, taking on two sisters, Kaylee and Kayla Rhodes. But making his way to the ring from the streets of Chicago, Illinois, Johnny Blade. Here we go, here we go. Let's get to it, Golden State Championship Wrestling here. I am Drake Everhart. While I wait for Johnny to do his thing in the middle of the ring and wait for his partner to come out. And his tag team partner from anywhere that there is a street. He doesn't claim a home because everywhere is his home. He is Jimmy Blade. This guy is either crazy or is into astronomy because he likes to talk about the moons, the stars, the shadows, and complete and utter darkness. I don't know what it means, and I don't really care what it means. I'm just here to call the match and make sure the match is called down the middle exactly how it should be. Now, their opponents making her way to the ring straight out of the nearest beauty pageant. Her name is Kayla Rose. Fun fact that many people don't know, these two sisters were actually separated by both parents. One was raised by the mother and the other by the father. And the mother, all about beauty, all about pageants, and that is why Kayla Rose is a beauty pageant queen. But she needs to do more than worry about a beauty pageant. Because this is a wrestling squared circle where people actually have to fight to win and not answer a bunch of beauty questions. Now, the one that was raised by the father, she ended up being a rebel because this is Kylie Rose. She doesn't care about looks, but she doesn't mind a good leather pants or a jacket now and then. And this is Kylie Rose. They are known as the Rosebuds. Now, which bond is bigger, the sister bond or brotherly bond? We'll find out as we get this match on the road. We have Kayla taking on Johnny to start off this beautiful tag team action. And it looks like Johnny will start off and get the offense first. So that means Kayla is on the defense. A nice spine necking breaker. A spinning neck breaker, I should say. German suplex by Johnny, and now he looks like he's going to go tag his brother in, and that's exactly what happens. He tags his brother, and Kayla tries to go for a claymore, but misses, and now Jimmy goes flying with a flying forearm straight to Kayla's dome. Now Kayla is now taking a beat down. She needs to figure some way to reverse and get in the ball, or it might be an easy, quick loss for the sisters. But she does kick out at the count of 1. A big elbow drop. A big spine buster. And goes flying. There we go. Now it looks like Kayla Rose, excuse me, there, is on the offense now because she's finally figured out how to get some footing here. He gets a couple big elbow drops, go for a pin, but it's only 1. Too soon for a pin, but you always got to try, right? But now it's a reversal by Jimmy, and now they're back, and it was another reverse by Kayla back to Jimmy. And it's a spear by Jimmy to Kayla. And here we go. Jimmy and Kayla are on the road. We're on a good battle so far. But Kayla needs to figure out a way to get out of this and get her sister in the match. And we're going for a pin by Jimmy. 1, 2, and it kicks out. She gets her sister in now. Jimmy tried to go quickly to try to get the offense going, but it was reversed, but then he finally reversed it back, so now he's able to get some offense on the other sister, Kylie Rose. 1, 2, and it's a kick out. So far, the brothers are working crazily fine.
For shit. But the rest of them got it for free.
I don't either. But it really doesn't matter. Copper, quiet. Sorry, we have a whining dog here for those who don't know. And some occasionally he likes to whine way too much. But it's Johnny Blade taking it on to Kylie right now, showing off his good, dashing good looks after a big, beautiful elbow drop. Now she's going a Dragon Sleeper variation, trying to hurt the back and neck of Kylie. That looks very painful. And now Johnny tags his brother back in. A lot of tags. Not too much tagging. And it looks like Kylie was able to reverse. That may help a lot. They two sisters need to figure a way to get into this ball game a lot better. And he went for a Kagome, and she went for a pin, but won too soon to pin Jimmy. Gonna have to do more than that, Kylie, if you want to get a victory here. Nice power slam by Kylie. This is why she is known as the Devilish Rebel. And it looks like she's picking him up in a power bomb and just straight power bombs into the back of his dome. And she's taunting and allows Jimmy to tag Johnny in. But Johnny was too slow. She still was able to turn around and crack a mother upside his dome. And she's going for something, and it looks like it's an Anaconda Vice. She's putting the horrible pressure on Johnny, but then she lets go. Jimmy gets in the ring because I guess he got tired of watching his brother get hurt. But now he's going for a pin by Johnny to Kylie, but it's only a 1 count. But Kylie flew like Superman to tag her sister in, then gets speared by Johnny. Stomping on the arm. Man, this is why there are a lot of doctor bills out there. People breaking jaws and arms. And Johnny Blade and Jimmy are one of those two brothers that they don't care about your well-being. They will literally break you. And it looks like he's sitting up for something. What is this? Oh, he does the switchblade. Can this be over? 1, 2. Kylie, you were a little slow and hesitant of getting in there. Your sister could have lost. But she did get in. At least she tried. And it's a reversal from Kayla. She needs to tag her sister in. I didn't mean to call Kylie a man. That was a slip up. You know, it's hard when you got sister, brother in here, you know. Sometimes the words just slip and you just say whatever comes to your mind. That was one of those moments. Well, now we're on the outside by Johnny and Kayla Rose are beating the crap out of each other. Now they get back into the ring because they know that's the only way they're going to win anything. And now she's going to go flying and a straight-up forearm to Johnny Blade's dome. She picks it up, and it's reversed by Johnny, and a claymore to Kayla, and a big elbow drop, but it was moved. The sister was playing possum. And it looks like she was going to go for something, but Johnny is too strong, and nice TKO. Going for a spinning net breaker. And it's a reverse. That's all we see. A lot of reverse. Are we playing wrestling or are we playing an Uno match? Because all we're doing is reverse each other. See, there we go again. Another reverse. And it's reversed. It looks like we're playing Uno here, guys, because it's reverse, and it's a non-stop reversal. But it looks like Kayla's able to get a little bit more. Drops him on the face. I don't know what the hell we're going for, but it's weird. Oh, it's an accolade, it looks like. But it's not her finisher, so... she needs to tag her sister in real quick. And now she does, so that is going to help. Now Johnny Blade's in trouble, because he's about to get Team 3D. Well, in this case, it's Roseville drop. And Kaylee is going for something, and it's her sit-out power bomb or spine buster 1, and Johnny just barely kicks out. That spinebuster must have hurt because it took Johnny almost a millisecond to get that shoulder off the mat. There we go. Oh, it's a neck dropper on the rope by Johnny. And he went for his finisher. Could that be the end of Kylie here? 1, a 2... and no, Kylie says, I don't think so, Mr. Blade. And now Johnny is finally getting some footing. But if I were him, I'd tag his brother in. Because he's hurt. If one slip up, one mistake, and they capitalize on a finisher or a signature, it could be over for the Blades. And I think Blade finally heard me because now he's tagging his brother in. And a spear. And a belly-to-belly suplex combo by Jimmy to Kylie. But Kylie tried to do it for a claymore and misses. But Jimmy flies through the air. Connects with a beautiful forearm. And now we're going to go in for a cloverleaf, it looks like. That is a signature. That hurt the back of Kylie. But it was saved by her sister. Kylie is not going to be able to take more of this, so she needs to figure something to get out of this real quick, except doing cannonballs and missing. She's like, no, I'm out of here. I'm tagging my sister in. Let her deal with this. So Kylie tried to go for the cannonball and connects. What her sister tried to do, but missed. Nice, beautiful suplex. What are we going for? Oh, it looks like we're going for the Tequila Sunrise. That is her finisher right there. And it was saved by Johnny and a spear, but it was reversed by Kayla by DDTing Johnny as he went for the spear. And Kylie's just beating the crap out of Johnny, even though he's not the illegal man, I don't think. Now she finally gets to the right man. Kylie does have a signature now. And a Anaconda Vice. She used her signature on Johnny. And Jimmy Blade hits her finisher. 1, 2, but it's saved by Kayla. That was a hard hit because Jimmy's calling for Kylie to get up, but doesn't do anything. What the hell is he doing? Now he's getting back up to the rope. And a DDT to the head. Jimmy is going to town on Kylie, but Kylie needs to figure a way to get out of this. A quick reversal, maybe a finisher, might help. And she does. She was able to get it, but then she just gives it right back to Jimmy. I don't know what she's trying to do. She needs to connect something real quick. And she tried to go for a finisher, but Jimmy reversed. A Russian leg sweep and 2 punches. Nice, interesting combo. She runs to one side, tells him to stay there, runs, and gets kicked in the face. A blue light thunder bomb to Kylie. This may be the end. 1, 2, 3. Kylie and Kayla Rose has been eliminated because your winners are the brothers Johnny and Jimmy Blade.
What are you looking for?
Nothing. It's in there. Damn it.
Alrighty. What a wonderful classic match that was. Those two brothers and sisters match was incredible. They went all the way to down on each other. Now, speaking of brothers and sisters again, this match is another brother and sister match. We got Braden and Dakota on one hand, going against Casey and Lucy Kane. Here we go. Making his way to the ring, deep in within the bayous, he is the lone wolf, Braden Black. He is the middle child of the brothers 3, which is Silas, Braden, and Dakota. Braden is that middle one, and he's teaming up with his younger brother, Dakota, and he has to take on the powerhouse team of Casey and Lucy King, brother and sister duo. We'll see what happens. Who would advance? Who is going to go on to take on Jimmy and Johnny Blade? Now, speaking of his brother, the younger one, his tag team partner, Dakota Black. Yeah. Dakota is looking like he's straight out of a horror film, coming out with that Jason Voorhees hockey mask. Can these two brothers take on the team of Casey and Lucy? They are powerful by themselves, but together, that's a dangerous alliance. They call themselves the Disciples of Darkness. And their opponents. He is Casey Kane. Looks like this is a fan favorite because the crowd is doing everything he does. Making his way to that ring. Confident as ever. Representing himself, but it looks like he's also trying to mimic the Demon King, Finn Balor. Could be an idol of his. And the crowd is doing it again. And his tag team partner, his sister, Lucy Kane. Well, they're exactly right when they say a storm is coming. Like I said, these two together is a walking nightmare. They're tough by themselves, but together, that's going to be one tough battle. One uphill battle for Braden and Dakota. This is our main event of the evening. It's the quarterfinals to see who would become the tag team champions at the end of the tournament. And we already got 3 teams to advance. For those who are just watching, we have Anastasia and Serafina taking on James Mallor and Lexi Hart. The last match, we saw Jimmy and Johnny Blade defeat the Rosebuds, Kayla and Kylie Rose. And whoever wins this tag team match will take on the Jimmy and Johnny Blade in the semifinals. And it looks like we're going to start off with Braden and Casey. And it looks like Casey is going to town on Braden right now. Braden is taking a beat down right now. Braden kicks out at the count of 1. And Braden finally figures a way to Braden tried to get some in, but Casey Kane is a little too strong for him right now. And it's a reverse by Braden, but it's reversed again by Casey. Nice, beautiful little RKO, and he's going for a pin. 1, 2, and it's kicked out at 2. That was a quick pin, but it almost got them a victory here. Braden gets a throat buster by the rope. And breaking arms now. Braden needs to figure out a way to get to his brother, because he's in serious trouble here. A chop block by Casey. Casey tags in his sister now. And it looks like Braden is trying to get to his brother, and it does. So now it's Dakota taking on Lucy. Dakota tried to go for a chop, but Lucy's a little fast for him. And Dakota finally gets a chance to do her offense, but Lucy's a little too quick for him. Like I said, this is going to be one tough battle, but if Dakota and Braden can figure some way to beat Casey and Lucy, that just shows that brotherhood, brotherly love is stronger than Lucy and King Powerhouse tag team. And that freaked out Dakota. He's going to have to figure some way. Now Braden tags in. Looks like Braden got a rage. If he can just get his finisher over. But it's reversed by Lucy. Dang. Braden tried to hit his finisher, but Lucy's too strong and fast. This might be a quick work of Braden and Dakota because they're not showing much tag team here. I think they may need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe they chew too much off their hands. Copper? No. It looks like she got her finisher. And Braden taps out. That is the end. Casey and Lucy made quick work of Braden and Dakota. They really need to go back to training because that was a little too fast, but a win is a win. So it looks like Lucy and Casey will go on to take on Jimmy and Johnny Blade. Well, everybody, that is our show for this today. I am Drake Everhart. We will be coming back in due time, maybe a week, maybe a day or two, who knows. But it will to find out who advanced to the finals to become your first ever Gold Rush Gold State Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.